Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you're watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. It's time for WWE Evolve Event Center, where wrestling action involves the WWE ID prospects, the PC prospects, and indie wrestlers from all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, and here's the man to bring you the wrestling report and action from the WWE Evolve Event Center, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 2089, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to talk about a little bit about Evolve. And as you know, WWE Roadblock was a huge success. And the reason why Stephanie Vaquero did win the title, Julia had an undisclosed injury. And she's going to take care of that injury and get herself better. And as she deals with that, might be a roadblock for her at this time. But Julia will get back on her feet. And once she does, get back to the ring shape and get back to being cleared to wrestle. And it seems like to me that she'll get back her NXT Women's Championship. Right now, Stephanie Vaquero has that title. And potential challengers could come out of it. You know, who knows when Julia will come back to wrestle. I don't know if she'll be back in time for Stand and Deliver. We'll find out as we go along here. So we don't know the extent of the injuries and everything else in between. So let's talk about WWE Evolve. As you know, Evolve, inviting everybody, indie wrestlers, WWE ID prospects, they will show up and show out, and that's the most important thing. Plus, they're going to have a lot of eyes on them, and believe me, and people are starting to expect them. You're going to see superstars that we've seen in NXT, but have not been seen on TV, get more TV time. This is another opportunity for them to have that time, to show up and show out as well, and really step up to the plate, and that's very, very important. Stevie Turner, who Robert Stone still could not stand, reports on the behalf of Ava of what's going to go on. Matches remember, Ava is now also the general manager of WWE Evolve and NXT. So who knows? She can mix those brands up. You never know. So she'll mix those brands up and see what happens. Meanwhile, Harlem Lewis took on Braxton Cole. Harlem Lewis is dating Cora Jade in real life, if I'm not mistaken. He took on the very smiley Braxton Cole. He looks like, I'm like, dude, he's gonna get, his kid's gonna get booed right out of the building with just being the goofball smiling. Hey, how you doing? Hey, he's high-fiving people, which is a really nice guy, and of course, I didn't mean to insult the poor guy like that, but I was like, dude, that ain't gonna fly well, dude. Just saying. And Lewis ends up winning the matchup. Now, Harlem Lewis is one tough dude. Watch him. And Chewy Martinez, the reporter, interviewed Harlem Lewis, and Lewis says, anybody want to step up, try their luck, let's go. And Keanu Carver came out and was jaw-jacking with Lewis a little bit. Lewis is jaw-jacking him. But during the VIP lounge, you get Kylie Rae and Kendall Gray. Kylie Rae's always the smiley, fun person, and while Kendall Gray wants to prove herself, in which I got respect. So polar opposites as far as personality is concerned. So Kendall Gray's very focused and intent, and I tell you one thing, if that tag team might not last long, but we'll find out for sure. Well, it's Gal decided to say, hey, what are you doing? I was like, hey, Gal, I'm the VIP around here. And then when Kylie Bright was trying to be nice and high five, he's like, get out of here. I'm like, what? There's a good looking girl right in front of you. You go, what the heck is this? You know, what the heck? What kind of girl would like it's Gal? So as Keanu Carver and freaking Harlem Lewis were arguing amongst each other, here comes It's Gal, looking like an idiot, running his mouth, talking to talk, and Keanu Carver hit the ring. And Keanu Carver ended up winning the matchup and winning the matchup. Keanu Carver ended up Keanu Carver did win the matchup, and then Kylie Rae dressed about being in the WWE. She never thought she'd be there, but she did. And Peter Rosenberg interviewed Kylie Bright and Kendall Gray at the VIP lounge, and then Zayda Steel ended up showing up for the first time on WWE television. Showed up, started jaw jacking with Bright and Gray and Rosenberg, and then Kylie Rae went up against Zara Zacher, who addresses being in the WWE, is a mom to a 4-year-old, which I think is pretty cool, and Zara Zacher ended up winning that matchup. Chewy Martinez interviews Zacher. At the match, Zacher goes, "That's a big upset. Kylie Rae's one of the best in the indies." Gives Kylie Rae some flowers. And then Kylie Rae's on the ring and, "Hey, wait. I respect you. You're one of the best." These two shared a hug and respect, and Zayda Steel's like, "Are you kidding me?" Starts jaw-jacking. And then Wendy Choo comes out, and Zayda Steel took one look at her and said, "No way. Don't want to deal." And he's like, "We got it, girl. Wendy Choo could put you to sleep." And then Wendy Choo hands Kylie Rae a teddy bear and with a note inside. And I think both Zacher and Kylie Rae trying to figure out what's all about. They think it's bad news. They both think it's bad news, but we shall soon see. And Wendy Choo went one-on-one with Aria Bennett, and no, Aria Bennett was the one with the 4-year-old. I'm sorry. Not Zara Zacher, excuse me. Aria Bennett was the one with the 4-year-old. Is the mom to the 4-year-old. And Wendy Choo ended up winning the match with a sleeper hold and puts a black blanket over her. I was like, that's kind of creepy. Wow. Did you guys ever watch The Undertaker's matches during his early years in the WWE? Robert Stone, what's up with that, man? You said that was creepy? I'll tell you what creepy was, okay? It's The Undertaker putting his opponents in body bags in his earlier years. That's creepy. Why don't you watch those matches? What's creepier? Wendy Choo putting a blanket over her opponent after the match, or The Undertaker putting his opponents in body bags after the matchup? Think about that for a moment. Think about that. Believe me, I was scared when they put the opponents in the body bags. I thought they're actually dead. Meanwhile, the lovely I like Brindley Reese. She's cute. I like her. And she's cute. And she talks to Kylie Bright and Gray at the VIP lounge, saying her match next week. And she's showing a little bit of a different side of her personality. And so it'll be very interesting if she's really Bryn active, as she always says, or she's showing a different side of herself. I don't know. And I think, Evolve is going to help her bring out that personality more. But I still think she's cute. She's one of my favorite NXT up-and-comers, and we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, Javier Bernal and Luca Cristofino has the first Evolve face-off, sitting down, they talk to each other, and then Luca Cristofino goes, "I didn't mean you," but what I said when it's Javier Bernal, goes, "That kind of bothered me a little bit, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I need to prove myself. If you want me to prove myself, I can, and back up my words. You and I go one-on-one next week in Evolve," and he says, "You be careful what you wish for," and he extended his hand, they both shake hands, like two men, respect each other. It seems like Javier Bernal is starting to turn hungry, and that's going to be a good thing. Instead of being the big body hubby thing and big body friends and all that, you gotta cut the clowning and just go do it in the ring and prove yourself. I know he's been out with an injury for a long, long time, and that kind of frustrates him. That everybody else is passing him by. He needs, I think he says Evolve is a new start, fresh start for him. Well, let's see what goes there. Meanwhile, the three guys who won their matchup in the first main event last week, Jack Cotwell, Cappuccino Jones, and Sean Legacy at the VIP Lounge, and Callie Armstrong starts jaw-jacking with them. What is up with Callie Armstrong? She should have joined the four guys that attacked Javon Evans last night on Roadblock. And then the main event is two former NXT UK standouts. I'm talking about Riley Osborne, former standout for Chase U, and Oro Mensah still with Meta-4. So, I think Noam Dar, he has a humongous injury that kept him out for over a year. So, see what happens with Oro Mensah. And Oro Mensah did defeat Riley Osborne in the battle of former NXT UK standouts. And then what's going on in the end of the back, Gallus was wrecking shop in the back, saying next week the Gallus firm is going to show everyone why. So the Gallows Boys, we have not seen them in quite a while. And it seems like them wrecking shop could make them noticed once again. I mean, they could have been up on the main roster with Drew McIntyre. They could have formed a little faction right there. I think it's time to bring back some major faction. Bring back faction wars. Remember back in the day, in 1997, they had these factions. You had. And it all started with the Nation of Domination. They were the first major faction, and then. First major faction. Then the Hart Foundation was formed. Second major faction. And then you got Degeneration. You got, and when the nation split up, you got two more groups coming out. They're the Disciples of the Apocalypse, headed by Crush. Los Boricuas, headed by Savio Vega. And then you got Degeneration X. So, and you got a lot of tag teams. The Truth Commission came in as well in the middle of all that. I mean, you're talking about faction warfare. Gang rules, and that's a huge deal, man. A huge deal. So there's that. Yeah. So WWE Evolve, they should. You talk about faction warfare. You got the culling now. You still got Metaphor, but they're not as active as the culling will be. And these four gentlemen that attacked Javon Evans, we don't know their names. We don't. We can recognize some of them, but we don't know what their collective group name is. That's another thing that we have to look out for. Although I want to thank Jordan Grace for tweeting me back, because Brad Shepard's at it again. This dude is an idiot. I mean, making a misogynistic comment towards freaking Jordan Grace once again. I say, is this goof at it again? Jeez, man. And I'm with Jordan Grace. I'm supporting Jordan Grace. It's ridiculous, But Jordan Grace would take Brad Shepard's head off and then use it as a bowling ball. You know what I mean? That's how strong Jordan Grace is. Don't piss off Jordan Grace. Whatever you do, Brad Shepard, what are you thinking, bro? Apparently you don't. That's for sure. Well, that's all the time we have for episode 2000. 2000, 2000. So here's the deal, okay? And we'll let him back. That's a good question. So, anyways, here's the deal. So the funny part is, watch this. Jordan Grace says, "I still have you calling me mommy at 5'2" because she's only 5. She was only a height, because someone told her she's short, and so have you call me mommy. And then Brad Shepard says, "Delusional take, but a symptom of what happens when women are brainwashed by society into believing there are no inherent difference between genders." Oh, good Lord! And then Jordan Grace says, "I wasn't talking about fighting, Brad. Still haven't found anyone willing to take your virginity." Oh, ouch! I'm liking that one. That was great. And then I went, "Oh my God, is that goof Brad Shepard at it again?" Jeez. And then she says, and he has to. What does? But nope. But no. And then she goes, "If the opportunity to roast Brad Shepard presents itself to you, you must take it. It's in the IWC rulebook." She has a point. The lady has a point. That's why I like the... And I go, he deserves to be roasted. He is a turkey. He is. Brad Shepard, what the bleep are you thinking, bro? You were just and at least you like my tweet, so... Okay, I'm going to go on and check out the weather here. And like between 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's cloudy right now. And the high is going to be 36, 34. Yeah. Yeah. Scattered rain showers. Let's see if it's mostly. Just cloudy skies. That's it. Just cloudy skies. They're saying no more. They think there's a little rain and snow because, yeah. So, yeah, it'll be ebbing and flowing between the 50s and 40s all week. And it was 60s the first 2 days. So, why not digress? That is all for WWE Evolve. I forget to tell you guys what happens in Evolve, and Jordan Grace tweeted me and all that. I thought it was really funny. So, anyways, thank you for tuning in. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.